1 Samuel chapter 9, there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zeror, the son of Bechorath, the son of Aphiah, a Benjaminite, a mighty man of war. This guy Kish is Saul's father. Already we see he's wealthy. He's a mighty man of power. He's prestigious, probably well known. And verse 2, he had a choice and handsome son whose name was Saul. There was not a more handsome person than he among the people of Israel. From his shoulders upward, he was taller than any of the people. That phrase, choice man, means fit. Imagine this muscular, strong guy. He was handsome. Not just handsome, he was more handsome than anyone else in Israel. And not just tall. Notice this, that he was, from shoulders upward, he was taller than any people. He was huge. So imagine this guy, right? Incredibly attractive, incredibly tall, incredibly, good looking, incredibly fit. Now, ladies, you might be looking at your husband right now, giving them a nudge. But here's a guy that could have been a model, right? He could have been, the most attractive person in Israel. Saul has everything that most people want, right? You look at his life. He's wealthy, he's attractive, he's handsome, he's tall. But there's one thing that's missing. There's one thing that's missing, and it's God. There's no mention of his relationship with God here. And we're going to see this come to play. In verse 3, now the donkeys of Kish, Saul's father, were lost. Now listen to that one mundane detail, because that mundane detail is going to take Saul on this really long journey. And Kish said to his son Saul, please take one of your servants with you and arise, go and look for the donkeys. So these donkeys get lost. In verse 4, Samuel sent out to get them, like a good son. So he passed through the mountains of Ephraim and through the land of Shalisha, but they did not find them. Then they passed through the land of Shalom, and they were not there. And he passed through the land of the Benjamites, but he did not find them. So you see Saul here, two qualities. He's diligent, right? He's working hard. He's obedient to his father. And when they had come to the land of Zuph, Saul said to his servant who was with him, come, let us return, lest my father cease caring about the donkeys and become worried about us. And he said to them, look now, there is in this city a man of God, and he is an honorable man, and all that he says surely comes to pass. So let us go there. Perhaps he can show us the way where we should go. Notice that this servant knows about this man of God, but he doesn't regard or doesn't care too much about spiritual things here. They want to see the man of God because they want to get home and find the donkeys. They don't really want to hear what God has to say here. But although they know Samuel personally, I think this is interesting. Samuel's reputation is well known. His reputation goes before him. Do you and I, as believers, do you have a good reputation that goes before you? Do people know you for your character and who you are and your love and your kindness and your example you set for Christ? Does that reputation go before you at work, in your family, amongst your friends?